So I am halfway done with getting vaccinated after I had the first dose of Pfizer. My airline's upset because they're like, I never did get furloughed, but it hit me indirectly because I had a few side effects. It's too hard to plan, but we're also afraid to plan ahead.
Come and fly away with me. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die.
So yes, I am halfway done with getting vaccinated after I had the first dose of Pfizer. And about another week, I'll be getting the second dose. And then, according to the CDC announcement today, they came out with a statement about what you can do when you're fully vaccinated. And you're not fully vaccinated until you've had 2 shots and 2 weeks after that. And if you had the Johnson & Johnson's vaccine, it's 2 weeks after your first dose. What you can do and what you can't do. I thought that was kind of funny that they had to come out with a list of what you can do, what you can't do, because common sense will tell you what you can do. If I'm vaccinated and you're vaccinated and you're at my house and the whole purpose of a vaccination so you can't catch it, then common sense. If I'm vaccinated and you're not vaccinated, I might want to wear a mask because you're not vaccinated, even though I can't give it to you, but just extra precaution. Maybe I want to stay 6 feet away. So that's basically what it is. I think it's more of a scare tactic to keep us where we are now until we get herd immunity, that everybody is, at least 70% of the country, if not the world, is vaccinated. And I think that's when we'll be able to take off the mask. Unless you're in Texas, Mississippi, or Florida, you can take your mask off right now and catch the corona just that easy. They could not wait. Our city of San Francisco, she has barely got us out of the shelter in place. And she's like, no, you're keeping that mask on. And y'all know I'm a flight attendant. I work on the airlines, and all the airlines are keeping all the masks in place. And they also advise not to travel. Now, my airline's upset because they're like, our airplanes are clean. We got the HEPA filters. It's one of the safest places for the coronavirus has not spread it. We have the lowest numbers in any industry. And why can't we travel? I mean, we need to get that industry back going. I need more hours to be working instead of sitting here listening to me. You guys want to see me out. This is a vlog. Speaking of going out though, I do finally have a trip. Yes, I do. I am leaving tomorrow to New Orleans. You probably won't see that video for another week because I'm about a week behind. But yes, I'm going to New Orleans, but only for 14 hours. But that's enough to get some gumbo and take my butt back home. Basically, I've been working part-time. There's not a lot of flying because a lot of our flight attendants came back with the stimulus package. And it looks like it's going to pass the 3rd phase of the payroll protection. So all of our flight attendants will be back until at least September. So that's a good thing. I never did get furloughed, but it hit me indirectly because I wasn't able to hold international or the trips that I normally fly. And I was this close from being on reserve and being on call as if I was a new hire. Thank goodness that did not happen. So like I said, it's been like a week since I had the first dose. I had a few side effects. The second day is when I started hitting the side effects. I think in the first video I was saying there was no side effects. My arm is still here, everything is intact. But y'all, my arm hurted for 2 days and I didn't even notice, but I was so fatigued. I wanted to rest all day. I was tired. Thank God I didn't have a trip. And someone said that the second dose is even worse, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm off the next day because it took a lot out of me. But other than that, so far so good. It's still kind of weird that I'm, I guess, altering my DNA to make sure I don't catch the COVID vaccine. But I just think I'd rather be vaccinated than not vaccinated. It's good for Oprah, it's good for Barack, and it's good for me. So that's one of the reasons why I take it. Hopefully you guys are taking it. If you're not, that's your business. That's all I gotta say about that. You know, it's just your prerogative. So our vacation is coming up. We were supposed to take a vacation in the first week of April, but we didn't get our vaccine in time enough, and I still got one more shot to go. And we just want to be safe and have both our shots in 2 weeks into our vaccination before we go on vacation. So we're going to postpone our real vacation until the end of April, probably even early May for my birthday. We normally take it for our anniversary, our wedding anniversary, which is the first week of April. But yeah, we couldn't even decide where we want to go. It's just right now, it's too hard to plan, but we're also afraid to plan ahead in case things change. So I don't know what we're doing, but I'm definitely not sitting here vaccinated. I am getting out, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to be careful. So yeah. The fact that it's almost April, people, it's 4 months into 2021. How is your 2021 going? Right now, steady. Nothing major, nothing minor, just steady. Boring, compared to 2019 when I was living my best life, and then the world came to an end in March. Actually, a year ago this weekend is when everything hit the fan for us. We started noticing that the toilet paper was missing in the grocery stores and the paper towels, and people were stocking up, people were recommending to wear masks. The world was coming to an end overnight. The airlines had shut down. That was a year ago, guys. That was a year ago. And even with the year going by fast, I feel very optimistic about this year, even though it's moving fast, that nothing major is happening, and that with everybody getting vaccinated and things are getting slowly back to normal, this still could be a good year for 2021. You just got to make it happen. You just got to keep on going, people. Just keep on going. Life is too short. Be sitting at home. Another good thing, and not just for traveling, but being vaccinated, I'll be able to see more of my family, and they want to be able to see me, like my mom. She stayed in the house. Even if I wanted to creep in and see her, she was like, nope, COVID. And I was thinking, even though I'm married, I don't need to hook up and all that, but I was wondering, how did the hoes do during this vaccine? If you was a hoe and you're one of my subscribers, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know how you was hoeing due to this COVID. And even people who were single, how, Kelly and I were taking advantage of just having somebody with me this whole time, and then having Chloe, who's right down there on my side, patiently waiting for her walk to get through this mess. So I just can't even imagine just doing this by yourself. But this too shall pass. So movies are coming out left and right. We saw Coming to America the other day, and the first time I saw it, my reaction was, I think I was comparing it to the original because I did not like it at all. I had posted on my Facebook, I didn't like the movie, but there was a lot of people like, oh, I loved it, and it was great, it was wonderful. And I'm like, did I miss something? So I watched it again. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just focusing on the original and try to use this as a separate movie and all that. And to me, it still was okay. It wasn't nothing jumping out the box. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't, it's not gonna be an instant classic, I don't think. It was great to see all the cameos, but it just didn't do it for me. Really excited about whenever they released the movie Respect with Jennifer Hudson playing Aretha Franklin. I think I talked about that in the other videos, that's gonna be a challenge for Jennifer, because when you do women, or when you do singers, it's hard to have somebody who's already established as a singer, because you're gonna compare that person with the person they're portraying. So Jennifer Hudson has her own thing. And I think I'm just gonna be thinking that's Jennifer singing Aretha's songs, where if it's somebody like unknown, the way Jennifer was for Dreamgirls, I won't compare the two. I think that's how I'm just that way with movies. But good luck, Jennifer, because I am rooting for you, and I will see it on day one, and I will support my Black movies, even if it's not Black History Month. Speaking of Black History Month, it came and it went by fast. I was only able to read one book. I read 400 Souls, which I highly recommend. If you have not read that book, it's very good. Now it's International Women's Day today too, so shout out to all the women in my family. Women are very important to me. I think I'm a male feminist, if that's ever anything. I always champion for women's rights, as well as gay rights and Black rights and your mama's rights and all the rights there's so many rights. And then that's it. The Golden Globe announcements came out, and Nomad won everything. That was one of those sleepy movies that I caught off guard and loved it, and is sweeping all the award shows. So if you haven't seen Nomad, I definitely highly recommend you go see that. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to pop on, say hey girl, hey, and how you guys doing? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know how you guys doing. You guys know how I'm doing. So some of you loyalists and you faithful people, leave a comment down below and check out some of my other videos. And if you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey, make sure you subscribe, and you gotta hit that like button. How can I have 1,000 people watching this video and 7 likes? Something ain't right. So make sure you hit that like button. I gotta go, because my girl, she's looking at me like, what is he doing? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye girl, bye.